She's a three-time winner this year. First Canadian to win a Grand Slam in tennis singles championship. Does not turn 20 years of age until next summer. And she's one of ours.
Yes.
Bianca Andreescu. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So happy to be here.
What was that? I saw you kind of, is that the first time you saw yourself doing what you just did there?
It was.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually started tearing up. It's been an incredible journey. Not only U.S. Open, but this whole year has been a dream come true. It's another story when you dream about it when you're a little kid, but then it's another one when it actually happens. So I'm just on cloud 9 right now.
You dream of saying those words, and then you just saw yourself saying those words.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when does the sink-in moment happen? Because has it happened? Doesn't
No.
feel like it's happened.
No, I don't know when it's going to happen. After Indian Wells, it took me a couple of weeks. After Toronto, it took me a couple of days. Hopefully, sometime soon, this can definitely sink in so I can move on to the next one.
I love that you've already said that a couple times about moving on to the next one. That's awesome. A lot of people are asking a lot of things of you right now. A couple of jackasses like us asking you to come in the studio and talk to us.
Couple cool jackasses.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you didn't have to say yes.
But what's the coolest thing that you've gotten out of the last couple of days? Like, where's the point where you went, this is awesome?
Well, being on this show, first of all, I've watched you guys many times, so I'm really happy to be here. Being on Jimmy Fallon, too.
Which one was
live.
better, Fallon or?
You can say Fallon. It's all right.
No, it's pretty equal. It's pretty equal.
Yeah, sure it is.
Your mugs are cooler.
You should see our history of hip hop. It's pretty similar.
It's not as cool.
Oh, God, that's me on camera.
That's you. That's you on The Tonight Show. Do you remember that? That was awesome.
I remember that.
Where's the trophy, by the way?
That's a good question. Someone asked me that in the press conference.
You own
I
it.
think it's at home, I guess. There's just too much going on in my head right now, so I haven't really paid attention to it.
So we can confirm Drake has contacted you.
Yes.
So no one asked you that at the press conference? I'm stunned.
No, so I made sure to say it because I know a lot of people were asking, so I just wanted to get it out the way. But yeah, he was really nice. He just said, congrats, we're all proud of you. So that was really nice of him. I'm a huge fan.
He's right, we're all proud of you. And I was touched specifically by the cartoon that ended up going viral online of the young girl watching you on TV. And I know we have the cartoon. We also have a picture of my family, because I have a 7-year-old daughter at home. And when I saw this cartoon, I immediately thought of the picture that I snapped at home. And my 9-year-old son and my 7-year-old daughter, she was doing the exact same thing as the. What's it feel like to know that there were people like in my family? I can show you the video of them watching, kind of freaking out. And my daughter wasn't into tennis before, but she was watching you and she was so excited.
It's so surreal. My goals have been to be able to inspire many people, and I think I'm starting to do that, which means a lot to me. I've been getting messages saying that they've picked up a tennis racket because of me, and some people haven't even watched tennis before the before the finals, actually, and now they're a huge fan, so that means so much, because I remember I was a kid. I've looked up to so many people, especially Canadian athletes growing up. They paved the way for me, so hopefully I can pave the way for many.
Yeah.
There's so many things about what just happened, not just over the 2 weeks, but Saturday specifically.
Yeah.
So forgive me if I jump around here tonight, but prior to you walking out and talking to ESPN one final time, and then the match beginning, you got the Beats by Dre on. A 23-time Grand Slam winner comes out behind you. I just want to live this one more time. Again, this is a U.S. Open final. You are prepping. Out comes Serena. One look, and the
Bam, I'm in
vibing
the zone.
just starts.
Back in the zone.
Here we go. What was the song in the headphones in that moment?
It was Hot Girl Summer by Megan Thee Stallion.
Nice.
That was my go-to this tournament. And
Are
obviously
you suspicious
Drake,
about stuff like that?
Yeah,
Like
well,
what
that
you listen
Honestly,
to?
no.
No, yeah.
Honestly, no. I have a playlist on Spotify. You guys can hit me up on Spotify. I have some good tunes on there. But no, I'm not superstitious. I just listen to things that pump me up, because I think when I'm pumped up, I can do good things on the court.
Sid and I were talking about it on Monday, and I thought, you don't have to say this, but I thought you intimidated one of the most intimidating women's players of all time, if not the most intimidating player of all time. Did you go in with the mindset that the way that you could play, and I mean, we saw it come to fruition, that you could put the pressure on Serena Williams and in the end do what you did to her?
The goal right from the start, I spoke to my coach Sylvain about it, was to not feel intimidated by her and try to intimidate her by making her work for every point and to just be in her face sometimes, not in her face directly obviously, but for me mostly, so I can stay pumped up. And I think that's really what helped me win today. What am I saying today?
It
Feels like the same way. I understand.
Yes.
You can say
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm just like so focused on the video, but I still can't believe that happened. But
Guys, stop
yeah, I
running
think
the
that
great
helped me.
moment. Stop distracting her with her U.S. Open win behind Macau. So we get
distracting her
tired
with
I
of
will
her
get tired of watching that.
Nor should you. Nor should you. All right, so second set, 5-1. Then it's not 5-1. And I forgive me, I believe it was after it was 5-5. They showed a shot of you, towel in your head during the changeover. You're thinking what?
Well, I was thinking about a lot of things. It was expected for her to come back. She's come back in many matches when she was down. So I tried to prepare myself best for that to happen. But at that point, I just told myself to stay as focused as I can on the tactics because I felt like I was missing a little bit too much during those games that I lost. But she also raised her level as well, and I think the crowd really helped her. The crowd was super loud, but that's what makes New York and U.S. Open so special. I mean, it's easy to just not think about the crowd, but I tried my best to just block it out, so I'm really glad with how I managed everything.
That's what everyone was most impressed with. Where do you get that from? I saw a tweet, and you called your mom a straight G. And every time we saw your mom, the straight G, there was like, I was nervous watching you for points, and mom.
No, my mom is.
Just and I know Sylvain is the same, but do you get it
No,
from mom?
she is. I think I get it from her.
Yeah.
She stays so calm and collected in the toughest moments, so definitely. I guess I have some good genes that run in the family.
Who do you think now is more famous, you or your parents?
That's a good question. My mom has
Coco
her
was
own
also-
BuzzFeed post. Like, how crazy is that?
She has her own BuzzFeed post?
Yeah. Of all the tweets she's been getting of the moment after I won the first set, she was like, just so calm and collected.
How do your parents? I mean,
I don't know.
I'm sure this
I
is
don't
a
know how
question
she
for
does
mom
it.
and dad, but mom and dad are not on the hot seat here, so I'm going to leave them alone. You can answer for them because they've been so great. How do your folks stay so calm when their daughter's taking on Serena?
Yeah, I'd be flipping.
In that lion's den of an environment you were in, where 85% of the people or higher did not want to see you win that match.
Yeah, I have no idea. If I was a parent, I'd be like jumping up and down. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I'm just so grateful with how they are. They've been supporting me and believing in me since day one, and I just can't thank you guys enough.
You can't get here without that support system.
No,
Ken.
they're
Do you
the
draw
behind the
strength from it?
scenes. Pardon?
Do you draw strength from it when you're like on the court, like just looking up?
Oh yeah, definitely. The look they have in their eyes really gets me pumped up and back into the match.
Do you ever accidentally cuss at them? Like you're like
We've
a come
had
on.
some
You're a come
moments.
on sometimes.
We've had some moments. I think we all do.
Sorry, Timmy, go on.
I was going to ask if this year has changed your expectations, because it's a whole year, and obviously you had a few injuries along the way, but has it changed your expectations of yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I been dreaming of this moment ever since I was a kid. And for it to actually happen is a whole other thing. I really thought I could do big things in this sport back then, but now I really think that I can. And
Like
I just want to keep striving to do better.
What's the goal? Let's lay it out here. Let's,
Got no
Okay.
points
put it
to
on the
defend
record.
right now.
You guys.
So you're going to China for a
first.
couple of tournaments to end the year, potentially. By the end of your career, you want to win how many Grand Slams?
As many as I can. I don't have a number. I mean, if I can surpass Serena and Chrissy Evert and Margaret Court would be pretty cool.
It is high,
My dad
yes.
screaming 25.
Yeah.
Become #1 in the world. Keep on creating history and just continue to be an inspiration for many.
Can I add one more thing to that? Health.
Oh my gosh, and just becoming better as a player and as a person, 100%. Because I think if I'm healthy, that's all that matters really.
Right. Is there a way to work? We've had Milos in studio a bunch of times. He was basically our NBA analyst for a while because he loved basketball so much. But he would talk about how like the balance between working and then working too hard almost, and the balance on the body do all of those things have to be right for you to do what you just did again?
Yeah, you have to find a good balance. I had a lot of experience of working too hard and not working hard enough, but now I found a good balance that's right in the middle. It's different for everyone, but I've found that balance, and I just want to keep doing what I'm doing because it's been working.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, it has.
so what have you learned about yourself over the last 12 months?
A couple of things, actually. I've learned how to take care of my body in the best way that I can. Not only my body, but my mind as well. I've learned that I'm able to play against these top players and not feel intimidated. I've learned how to play in front of big stages and in front of many people, which I think has contributed to a lot of my recent success. I think experience is a big thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a lot, but I'm glad I got to experience that at this age.
It's a lot. It's a lot for a 35-year-old to deal with what this sudden stardom. I mean, at 19, I don't really have a question. I just think it's messed up how you're handling it.
Yes.
I think it's really impressive. Do you
Thank
ever
you.
You're doing awesome.
Are you just really kind of natural dealing with the media? I mean, you sense it every time a match ends and you talk to somebody on the court. You can sense it. Have you always been like that with the media?
I don't know. Let's ask everyone. Have I?
Yeah.
see
I guess
thumbs
so.
up. It's
I
always been
think
that way.
so.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm living up to it still.
So is Beijing next? Is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've decided that's where you get back on. Are you going to take a little time for you?
Yeah, for sure. I want to work on myself physically now because I've been playing quite a bit of tennis the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to be going to Beijing in the hopes of qualifying for the WTA Tour Finals at the end of the year.
There's an Olympic Games in Tokyo next year.
That's definitely on the list.
I think you might be
That's
good enough to do
definitely
well
on the
there.
list.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm no tennis
I really
expert.
hope I can.
I think you're right there.
On Monday, we had a little argument about what should be done for you here in Canada, and it sounds like Mississauga, the place you were born, really
going
wants
crazy.
to. Sixero is also a Mississauga guy, so he's been
go.
shutting it out the entire
Saga
time.
I'm gonna keep
City.
it cool about it for the entire interview. I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Mayor John Tory of Toronto has weighed in. He wants to do something for you, but he didn't want a Bigfoot, and we thought we would take matters into our own hands.
Oh gosh.
So last week we offered a gift basket to PK Subban because he's getting engaged to Lindsey Vonn. We have got a
Yes, I
gift
saw
basket
We have
for
a Tim-
you
Tim Sid
from,
gift basket.
from the
Oh
Tim
my
and citizens
goodness.
who watch
There you
this
go.
show. So if you'd like to go through some of the things, we would be honored because
That's
not all of
so
them are for
sweet.
you, but there are a few things for you in there.
Of course.
So now I don't know if you can use any
course.
more of those, or if you're just
oh my
using
God.
one.
Yes, I can.
Okay, because
Can't have enough
puts
of those.
one of them around the arm every time.
That's for Coco.
Yeah,
Right
this-
here.
Yeah, no, we have
We've
stuff
got
for
some
Coco.
tennis balls for Coco,
tennis
too.
balls.
That's
yeah.
so sweet.
Yeah,
Should I open this?
this
Yeah.
is very special.
This is that is from Square One in Mississauga.
This is
Is this a gift card?
It's a $20 gift certificate.
The $20 gift card to
I love Square One.
in
I
Mississauga.
grew up there. I grew up in that
So
mall.
that, along with the $3.85 million from Saturday, it's been a good weekend for Bianca
Gotta keep
Andreescu.
adding
Yeah,
on to
it's
it.
very good.
You're getting the key to Mississauga. This is the
Key to the Tim Sid studio.
That's a Rogers security pass for the building.
Anytime you want
So
to
I
use
can
the
come
studio,
whenever.
Come whenever. Yes,
You have-
absolutely.
you have a pass
That's so
inside.
cool.
There it is.
After 2 weeks, if
Your
you don't
name
use
on
it, they'll
too.
cut it off. I've been there, it happens, but
And there's a couple T-shirts in there. One of
Okay.
them's for Coco, one of them's for you, and then one. So this is for Coco.
With my face on it, I think she sees me enough.
Yeah.
that is for
Okay.
Coco.
So that's for Coco. So if she's sitting in the
Oh, thank you for
stands,
choosing a decent picture.
and then there's one for you on top, and that has Coco. Yeah. That has Coco's picture on it.
That's how you guys are the best.
This dog's been in the room
really.
the whole time, and it's been a dream, by the way. It has not been a
Yeah.
single
And we
piece.
have
Straight
one-
G for mama.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we
That's
figured
for
we'd make
Mama
a shirt
Andreescu.
for
Oh my
Mama.
goodness. You guys are honestly the best.
Now, sorry, Timmy, go on.
No, I was just going to say, we heard you say earlier that you didn't have the trophy with you. You weren't sure where it was. So we have a placeholder for you. And I hope that you will humbly accept the placeholder for now,
Okay.
because we know
Am I returning it?
we know that you are
We just
a little
felt like
bit,
the trophy was needed,
Yeah.
and we didn't see you had the trophy.
and we know that you're a little
So I'm just
bit
going to go off.
of a fan. So we decided to get a placeholder trophy for you. We hope that you can appreciate it. Sixero had
There
to
you
put
go.
on the white gloves.
There you go. So in lieu of
Because-
the U.S. Open trophy, we got the Larry O.B.
No way, guys.
Yes,
I'm just going to stand here next to you like I'm security.
Wait, can I hold it?
Of course, yes.
Can we? Yeah.
See, I got
Okay.
like a
Now
whole
it's-
exam on how to hold it, and Bianca can just grab it. No problem.
Okay.
Here you go.
I don't
it's
know what's
very
cooler,
heavy.
winning
There
U.S.
you go.
Open or holding this trophy.
There you go.
This is so cool.
So,
I love that Sixero had to put gloves on, and they're like, "Yeah, you can hold it."
so I think this caps off a summer of Canadian champions pretty well, I would say. What
I
do you
would
say,
say,
Miguel?
oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to put it
That's
down
your
here so I can
placeholder.
properly.
You good with that?
I'm good with that.
There you go. I'm going to leave this right here. I'm going to take off these weird gloves because this wasn't my idea.
So this is it an okay placeholder?
This
You
is
go with that?
definitely my highlight of the day, or the week.
A couple things. Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
You are wiped out, and I know you're tired. And thank you very much for coming in. The family, thank you for coming
Thank
in.
you. Yeah.
And on behalf of the country,
Yes.
way to go.
Way to go. Thank
Way
you
to go.
so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. And thank you for everyone at home for all your support. It really means the world to me.
I think the Americans want a few of these things back, so we'll try and keep them for a
we
little
gotta-
while. Okay.
We can keep it for a while.
No, this is just the beginning. Canada's killing it.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bianca.
you. Thank you.
Bianca Andreescu, U.S. Open champion, has a nice ring to it.